My name is John Camerata, born in the North End, born in the North End on the kitchen table. And if I die in my living room, I told him to put me on the kitchen table, so make it book-wise. But right in the North End, right in the kitchen. And right when I was born, my older brother Joe would say, "Ma, when do we eat? Clear the table. Let's go." So they would get you from a hard table, iron table, where they deliver. The local doctor would do Dr. Schultz. He delivered and put me and my mother in the bed because the bed was low, wasn't suitable to make a delivery, I guess. So they cleaned the table right over here, 200 Salem Street. And that's it. Then grew up in the North End like everybody else. Uh, Went into service, graduated high school, went to barber school. Okay, so I left the military, came home, got married, and opened up my own shop. First I worked for 8, 9 years in South Boston, cutting hair to all the big shots. Today there are bulges and all the all the politicians we used to meet in the shop. It was one of those barber shops that we had all the between racketeers and politicians coming in. And you had to keep your mouth shut. You gotta know what you're saying and just keep quiet. Yes, yes, yes. One story came out with McCormick. I was a young kid, 22 years old, and he's telling me he bought land in South Boston. And I go along with it. Yeah, I bought land. And his father I think his uncle was the Speaker of the House at the time. And I said, where did you buy this land? He says, Bill, right over here. So I'm talking to my boss, and I'm saying, he bought a piece of land. That piece of land is a piece of shit. What hell is he going to do with that? I said, Johnny, just wait. His uncle's the Speaker of the House. Oh, okay. 6 months later, we're getting a new library in South Boston. Guess where it's going? On his property. You son of a gun. I said, there it is. He became the land grabber of Massachusetts. Whatever he wanted, they got. And that day, you pay rent for the rest of their lives. The libraries are good for gold, like that. And I said, so that's the way it is. So I said, I don't want to be a racketeer. I found out meeting both ends, I want to be a politician. They're bigger than racketeers. They make more money, they're involved in more, and they get away with it. The best thing that could happen to them is they lose their title. You know what I mean? So I robbed $40 million. I did a year in the can. The guy robbed the grocery store, he's doing 20 years to 40. It's crazy. But politicians, yeah, I see. So when I see these politicians, how Louise Day Hicks spend $1 million to be a school committee woman. $1 million. They're paid $1 a year. Now, could you imagine going home to your family and say, I got the job, I'm a school committee, I'm in charge of the whole school committee. It cost me $1 million to get elected. How much does it pay, your father's going to say? $1. $1 a year? You're going to get killed. $1 a year, you spend $1 million to make $1? Yeah, all right. But we see the next pencil contract that came out, $20 million in pencils, and who had to okay it? Louise A. Hicks. And she became a millionaire like in no time. She ran for mayor and everything. But it's wide open. It's right in the front of your face. Be the politician. You're better off. They don't get caught. The wise guys use them. They gotta pay. They gotta pay. Money's all what they want. Titles, I don't know how they get this money, millions of dollars to run for office. Why should I give a politician $1 million to run for office? What am I looking for? Nothing. You gotta return the favor.